Cruising the world. Yeah, yeah.
Cruis'n World, the sequel to the arcade hit Cruis'n USA. Cruis'n USA was a huge success in arcades, and despite the N64 port receiving mediocre reviews from critics, it was largely received positively by the public. It's true that the port wasn't perfectly faithful to the arcade version, but what port is? The big issue was the lie that the arcade machine was identical to the upcoming Ultra 64 hardware.
Nintendo Ultra 64.
So that led to it being perceived as a disappointment by reviewers. So, how did they do with the sequel? Cruis'n World was an improvement in every way. The graphics, sound, and gameplay were more faithful to the arcade version than Cruis'n USA was. And even though the critics still didn't rate it favorably, like with Cruis'n USA, Cruis'n World was well received by the public and sold well enough to warrant another sequel. Woo! Graphically, it's an improvement over USA, but it really wasn't graphically impressive for the time. There were other racers on the system that looked far better. It succeeded in having a smoother and more consistent frame rate than its predecessor. There is some notable pop-in, but it's not enough of an issue to hurt the gameplay, and it's not as bad as some other racing games of the time. Come on, stop! Where'd that guy come from? The art design is colorful, and the vehicles pop out from the background, making them easy to see. Come on, everybody, you need to crash! As with the graphics, the sound is improved over Cruis'n USA, but it's not quite to the fidelity of some other games that were releasing around the same time. Yeah! The cars sound alright, but there's not much variation in the sound between different vehicles. Shoot! The sound design is quintessentially Cruis'n. The music is fun and upbeat. It fits the overall vibe of the game. And just like Cruis'n USA, you can change the music on the fly with the push of a button. Some of the songs are catchy, and I wouldn't blame anyone for just listening to the soundtrack for funsies. Woo! There were some improvements to the gameplay over Cruis'n USA. You can do wheelies and other tricks, like flips and spins. You can double tap the A button for a wheelie and a boost that you can use to jump over other vehicles. The controls are quick with little subtlety. It feels very much like an arcade game. There are 15 tracks in total. Each track is unique and has its own vibe. There's Hawaii, Japan, Australia, China, Kenya, Egypt, Russia, Germany, Italy, France, England, Mexico, New York, and Florida. After getting at least third on all of these tracks in the Cruis'n mode, your car is put into a space shuttle and flown to the moon. I'm on the moon. The credits roll, and then you get to race on the moon. To the moon! Racing on the moon is fun and all, but I do wish they had messed with the physics so that there could be low gravity on the moon. The jumps would be great on the moon. Also, the moon is such a ridiculous track because, well, for one, you're on the moon. And then there's traffic on the moon. And then, the people in swimwear at the finish line are still there. On the moon. With no atmosphere. It's absurd and I love it. It would have been better if they made them all astronauts and changed the non-racer vehicles to moon buggies, but that's a lot of work for one bonus track, so I don't blame them for not doing it. God dang it! The bikini-clad women just hanging out on the moon is pretty funny, so I can forgive them for the lack of realism. The moon will be mine! Overall, Cruis'n World is a fun arcade-style racer that doesn't take anything seriously. The critics of the time hated it, stating that it was a great port of a bad game. I, along with many others, disagree with this assessment. Yes, the graphics aren't impressive, the sound work isn't great, and the gameplay isn't groundbreaking. So, based purely on the numbers, I can see where the reviewers were coming from. Ow, stop it! But the game is just so much fun to play that none of that matters to me. This is one of those games the industry reviewers just didn't understand. It's not a good game from a technical standpoint. Yeehaw! But that is part of the charm of it. It's just dumb racing fun. It's not pretty, the sound isn't good, and the controls aren't perfect. There's no technical category where this game succeeds. Where it does succeed is being a blast to play. And for that reason alone, I'm going to put Cruis'n World on the nice tier.
Nice.
It's a dumb, ugly racing game that's just dumb fun to play.
Ah, fudge! No, get the frick back with the
What do you think of Cruis'n World? Do you agree with me? Do you think it's as bad as the reviews say? Let me know in the comments. And with that, that's another game down in my quest to play every N64 game released in North America. If you got even the slightest bit of enjoyment from this video, give it a like so the algorithm can figure out who to show my videos to. It helps a lot. Also, if you're still here and you're not subscribed, then you should fix that by hitting the subscribe button.
why are there aliens?
And if you really want to help me out and get these videos early, become a member like these cool folks. And that's all I got for this one. Thanks for watching, good luck on all the things, and I'll see you later. Bye.
They got the best cheesecake in the world, little place called Fluffy's. They had the best cheesecake I ever ate. It was really delicious. You can't see it, but I am currently dancing. I made myself a mistake. It's better than making a mistake, am I right? Swear she said something about ice cream. Ooh la la is right. I'm still dancing. If you could see the moves I was doing, ooh, you'd be impressed. There are things in this world that I do really well, and dancing is not one of them.